Alrighty. Hi, everybody. New title sequence, new page, new us. Hi, I'm Merlin the Magister. And we're back with Mini Makers, and I have a special guest this week. We have, if you'd like to hashtag plug yourself, Murray.
Right. Hello, everyone. As Merlin said, I'm Mari. I am a Warhammer / Necromunda focused VTuber. You can find me over at twitch.tv / Mari the Ganger, or if you prefer Twitter, where I spend most of my time, to be honest, as a little gremlin. You can find me at Twitter at Mackie of the Warp. I hope that was a good enough opening.
No, that was perfect. Yeah, at the beginning of every VTT stream where we have to hashtag plug ourselves, it's always like the weirdest thing where I'm like, hey, this person, and they're like, huh, what? A lot of the time it's me. I'll like start up the stream and go, oh shit, hi, I'm Merlin. I always forget to plug myself, honestly, on streams. But yeah, we're back, and we are. Well, I'm building. What are you doing, Murray?
Well, I've got a couple of things on the go actually. At the moment, I do apologise to your audience for this stuff being upside down, but Windows camera is a bit of a hassle. I have these Horus Heresy Alpha Legion Headhunters that I'm working on.
Ooh.
And then I have another project that is sitting behind me that I'm going to show off once I get these a little further on, because I wanted to keep it as a little bit of a surprise for the chat.
Ooh. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be building my Riptide. Woo! Riptide number 1. Literally as soon as this is built, I'm gonna be buying another one. I have a rule. I have a rule where I can't buy new models until all the ones that I currently have are at least built. Painting takes ages. I'm not going to make that a rule. But
yes.
I need to have them all at least built. So once this guy's done, it'll finally be all good. And then I'll probably be buying another Orc Start Collecting box. Probably another one.
Buy them now before they're gone.
So I'll probably be buying another one of them and a War Boss. And I don't know, probably another Riptide, and I'm not sure. I need to look at my list and see what I need. But I definitely can never have too many Riptides.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So yeah, so I'll be building this. Ooh, new sub. Thank you, Phoenix.
Ooh. Oh, Phoenix, how you doing? Seeing some of my seeing some people fly on over.
Yeah, so speaking of which, I have my Phoenix model somewhere. So I've been naming my my Tau Fire Warriors after followers and subscribers.
Ooh.
So I think Phoenix, I can't remember, I think he's a Fire Warrior, but now that he's a sub, I might upgrade him to a Crisis suit. So
moving up in the world.
Moving up in the world. Hey, you never know. 6-month subscriber might make him a. I don't know. He's not going on the Riptide. But I don't know. Maybe the commander.
What do they call them? Cadre Fireblades?
Oh yeah, I could put on a Fireblade. But yeah. Cool. Well, I guess I better crack this guy open. Woo! God, this still has the plastic on. This has been sitting in plastic for like 6 months. And I've just been dying to crack it open.
Oh, trust me. I've been like that before. So, I don't last long.
Nope. I'm literally looking at this. I'm like drooling. I'm like so happy that I'm finally getting to build this. I don't know how tall it is though.
If I remember correctly, they're slightly taller than a Redemptor Dreadnought. If I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, well, there's only 2 sheets, which is nice. Okay. I hate it when there's like a million.
Omega Bane, and it's just like say the extent of their abilities are bionicles. I don't knock bionicles.
Bionicles are great.
I miss bionicles.
Oh, so cool. Astrid's a big fan of bionicles. Wow, that is a big base. I think this will be the biggest base mod we've done so far.
I think it's what 120 mil, 120 mil base.
I'm not sure. Does it say on the bottom? Doesn't.
I don't think it's. No, it should say though in the instruction manual.
Very true.
So I think that looks almost the size. It's similar in size to the base for my knight that I have.
Does it say in the?
It should
Codex
say
bit?
at some point in the instructions.
Can't seem to find it.
I got the GW site open on my browser, so I can double check it.
Yeah, if you'd like to check, I have no clue how big this. It's a big base, though.
The Riptide. Let's have a look. See here.
I'm gonna do the drones first.
It is. It says it is on a. Where is the base size? Oh my god! It doesn't even say.
120 by 92 says Flaming Phoenix.
Oh, so it is a 120 mil base.
And he also asked how we're doing. I'm doing good, Phoenix. I've got an early morning tomorrow, but other than that, we're doing good.
I'm doing pretty well as well.
Ooh, it's interesting.
A bit chuffed at myself waking up today to look at Twitter and then seeing who followed me. It was a bit of a shock seeing Remlays actually follow me. I'm like,
wait, who followed?
Remlays, you know 40k theories on YouTube.
Oh, I did see that they followed you.
I was like, what? Hold on.
That's awesome, dude.
What's
Rad.
I'm like thinking, what's next, Duncan? the day Duncan follows, I feel like I'd have to just find a way to like move out and like build a studio. I've hit the big leagues then. Plus the fact that like Commissar Azura has been teasing me the fact that Redlace followed me.
Instruction manual time.
So, I'd say you're only about, what, 6 months, half a year now into the hobby?
Just over 6 months. I think I started back in, December-ish?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm relatively new to the hobby, and I love it so much.
Yeah. Like, I got into it there, like, at the start of the first lockdowns. Mostly just because I couldn't go to my hobby store to play Magic, so it was like, well, guess it's time to find something to do at home.
That's funny. I actually got into Warhammer before the lockdown, and then I got into Magic after. So during lockdown is when I got back into Magic. I spent far too much money.
See, ever since you and I have been talking about it, like I'll be honest with you, I've been tempted to buy a booster box and open it on stream.
Oh, I would love to watch that.
It's like, because like there's a box at Strixhaven at my local hobby store that I could grab, and it's calling to me.
Just go get it.
Oh, I may just do that.
I bought the new oh, sorry, you go.
It's also like what was it? So I thought a box of Modern Horizons 2 still there as well. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, all these new sets.
260.
Yeah, these new sets are pretty wild.
was like looking at some of the stuff in Modern Horizons too. I like that some of the cards in it have like the old borders.
Yeah. I bought a box of, or I bought half a box of. Shoot, what was it called? Shoot, I can't remember what it's called. I'm just gonna Google magic sets. Magic sets. One of the more Time Spiral Remastered.
Oh, nice.
And I pulled the most expensive card in the set.
That is luck.
Yeah, I pulled a shoot, what's it called? It's a half. Oh, I pulled a foil ponder. And
that's like what, 60, 70?
it is 500 Australian dollars.
What? 500?
Yeah.
So what? It paid for the box itself?
It paid for the entire box. It actually, I only bought half a box. So I actually doubled my money with one card.
That's insane.
Oh, show them. That one, yeah.
But yeah, no, the temptation has been hitting me a lot on that one.
Well, I've just been super busy with just regular VTT stuff. I've been meaning to get around to doing the Magic the Gathering stuff, but I've just been so busy.
Oh yeah.
So, it turns out DMing, a lot of effort, a lot of time.
Yeah. That's kind of why I don't go near DMing. I don't think I'd have the energy for it, to be honest.
I
used to do a lot of it for like games like, you know, Star Wars: The Old Republic and World of Warcraft, but I was like,
it is a lot of effort. But it's definitely worth it. I love DMing. DMing is definitely my life. But yeah, it's been a shame because here in at least where I live, we basically had one major lockdown throughout this entire pandemic. We went into I think it was a 7-week lockdown in March last year. We came out of it in May, and we haven't really been back in since. It's been business as usual here, which is
good now.
Which is like, it's really hard because, well, sorry, it's not really hard. It's really weird because obviously here everybody's, you know, normal. Everybody's out and about and has been. We've gone into several few minor lockdowns, but overall it's been pretty chill. So a lot of people over here are getting real antsy, like, oh, the pandemic's not real. I'm like, speak to anybody, literally anybody who lives outside of this country. Like, just please just speak to somebody, because obviously you've got your little bubble here, and that's fine. But before you start saying shit like that, actually talk to somebody.
Oh, trust me, it's such a hassle over here because it's there's a constant back and forth on, like, everything else is near enough to open up, but they keep like dragging their heels on opening up the hospitality sector.
Yeah.
Because they forget to realise that, like, Ireland is built on the hospitality sector. If we don't have it, we don't have anything.
Yeah, it's been... Our tourism industry has really taken a hit pretty much everywhere. Because all of our tourists are pretty much international tourists. Australian tourists, when we go on holiday, we go somewhere else. Generally speaking, we don't really holiday here. So it's been really interesting. Because, all our tourism sector is just dead. It's dying. And our government are like, oh no, we're going to support literally every other sector except for tourism. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't work in tourism, but I have a lot of friends who do. And it's just like, they're like, zero work at all.
Yeah.
Because most of our tourism comes from China, and obviously no tourism at all coming from that direction, from any direction really.
Oh yeah.
But so luckily, like, I can say that I live in a place where it's, we're lucky enough to avoid a lot of the stuff everywhere else is, but it's frustrating to see everybody taking that for granted.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anyways, that was
That was a bit of a tangent.
that was a bit of a tangent.
As one of my friends that I've made recently says, it was a moment in time.
It was a moment in time. It's gonna be weird in a couple years when we look back at this and be like, wow, that happened, didn't it?
Yeah. But is there anything release-wise, like not just even Warhammer, but like just anything in general that you're interested in looking at?
Haven't really been keeping track. Let me have a look. Let me do a bit of a Google.
So I've actually been, because I got that Xbox Game Pass thing. I've been trying out that new Baldur's Gate style game, Solasta.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
It's really fun. Like because they're kind of advertising kind of way of trying to make it look special. Is that it's based off like the core mechanics of the game are actually working off the 5th edition SRD.
Ah, that's fun.
So like you actually have to do dice rolls in game for things to actually work.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I need to have a look at that. Sounds interesting. But other than that, I'm really weird when it comes to games. Because I basically have one game that I play non-stop. And that's the only game I play. So I wouldn't say addicted, but I was a League player for a long time. Glad to say I'm out of that hole. But now I'm in Destiny, which I feel a lot more comfortable being back in Destiny.
I was addicted to Destiny for a long time. Like I've gone back every now and again, but like after doing the Vault of Glass, I just feel like I haven't got anything else to do until next season.
There's actually a lot of the story that's happening at the moment is pretty rad. With the
to do with the Endless Night.
Yeah, and well, the Endless Night is fine. To me, that's like, sure, something's happening, bad's happening to the city.
The potential coup of the factions.
That's what I find really interesting. I study politics at uni.
Yeah.
So watching politics play out in a video game in a relatively realistic way is very interesting. Because they're using actual like tactics to try and sway people, and it's really interesting to see it all work. So, but a lot of it, I love seeing the Elixni. I've always been a fan of the Elixni. I've always wanted it.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait until I reckon in the next game they're gonna make Elixni playable characters.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That's like a personal pet theory that I have brewing. I reckon that's what they're gonna do.
I would not be surprised.
So, because I have a feeling the House of Light are going to be like a big deal in the next game, whenever Destiny 3 is.
That, or they could end up being a big deal in the Witch Queen.
I think they're going to be a huge deal in the Witch Queen. I just think they're building up the Elixni too much. Not necessarily all of them. There are definitely still bad ones. But I think...
Obviously, you have... what's his name? The Spider?
Yeah.
Well, he's not necessarily evil, he's just...
He's more of a grey.
Yeah. Because, like, we haven't heard anything from him since the Crow came to the city.
Yeah. Do you watch My Name is Bife?
From time to time I do, yeah.
I love My Name is Bife. He's probably one of my favorite Destiny lore tubers. Oop, almost glued that on the wrong way there. Yeah, I have this very bad habit when I'm building tower models, because usually they come with several drones.
Yeah.
I have a very bad habit of building the model first and then just leaving the drones in the box. So I'm making sure to build them first this time, because I know that I got the shoot, what do you call it? The broadside.
Yeah.
For Christmas last year, and it didn't get built until last week. The drones. The broadside had been built for half a year, but
So, I'll let you in on something that might be potentially worse.
Mm.
I got the Necromunda Dark Uprising box for Christmas last year. Which is the old box that used to come with, like, a full set of all the Necromunda, like Zone Mortalis terrain.
Oh, that's cool.
I still haven't finished the terrain.
Oh my god.
I've, like, assembled some of it, but none of it's been sprayed or painted.
Gosh.
Because there's just so much of it. Like, when you think of a box that has terrain, you're thinking maybe, like, one or two, maybe small terrain pieces. This thing is like, the box in total was 22 sprues, and 16 of them were just terrain.
Jesus Christ. That is...
You have, like, 2 sets of walls, 2 sets of stairs, two sets of everything, essentially.
That is way too much effort.
Well, I think it's because, like, the Necromunda rules focus a lot more on the terrain than normal 40k does.
That's true.
Because, like in 40k, like, the most devastating thing it can do is really just, plus 1 to hit? Like, you know, with, like, bad terrain. Or, like, reduce your movement. The terrain could pretty much kill you in Necromunda.
I need to look
like,
more into Necromunda.
Yeah, because, like, there's a funny rule with the doors in Necromunda. If you leave a model sitting on the tile where a door is at the end of the turn, the door will just slam down on them and kill them. So you can't really sit in a door for too long.
One thing that has been really interesting with playing 40k for the first time is because I've never really played a war game before 40k.
Right.
So it's been really interesting, like, thinking strategically about things.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Like, I'm still being slowly taught how to play.
Yeah.
9th edition, and it's just, I'm being told that, like, because when I last played properly was, like, 5th edition, which was, like, 2005, 2006, I believe.
Yeah.
That I would be much more comfortable playing something like Horus Heresy because it's still based off the old 7th edition rules. Plus, also, I don't like the fact that Warhammer 40k doesn't have blast templates anymore.
Ah. Hi, Astrid.
Oh,
welcome to the stream.
Astrid, hello.
What have you been drawing, Astrid? Oh yeah, let me do that as well. Let me go find Phoenix's model and upgrade him to a model. Upgrade him to a crisis.
Getting the promotion, boys. Oh, check the Discord. Wait, you mean the Bulb Squad? Is there something fancy in the Bulb Squad?
I am back. Check the Discord. Okay. Which Discord? Other VTT Discord? Oh, I like that. That's fun. Ooh, I will, That's... Oh gosh, what's happened? I don't know what just happened there. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I think you...
Okay, my lord, what just... Oh gosh, alright, you're gonna have to reconnect your camera. I don't know, I went to check the other Discord and it just exited me from the call.
Do I need to redo my camera?
You might do.
Okay, hold on.
I'm so sorry, Murray. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine.
wouldn't be a stream with
A little bit of scuff.
with a little bit of scuff. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I
no.
literally alt tabbed. That's what it was.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm so sorry.
Behold the power of the alt tab.
It was strange because like I started talking. I was like, what? Why isn't she talking to me? Oh. I'm so confused. Did I say something? And then I look back and I'm like, why aren't I in a call? What the? What just happened?
I just sat here and I was like thinking, oh wait, hold on. I don't know. It's still only showing yours.
Ah, there we are. All right, I got it. There we are. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, welcome to VTuber Tabletop, everybody. Oh, wouldn't be a Merlin stream without a little bit of jank. My lord. All right, start building this model. Oh no, I need to give Phoenix Battlefield promotion. Let's peel that off. Cool. Phoenix as the first subscriber to the VCT channel. Oh gosh, I need more sticky tape. Where is the tape one? Oh. There we are. All right. Cut that off. There we are. That Flaming Phoenix. You've been upgraded to the... Oh yeah, this is one of my crisis suits.
Nice.
Hey!
Oh, Windham's for raiding.
Thanks for the raid, Windy.
Oh, nice
Just...
graphic.
I know. Oh, I finally got it to
That is
work.
Such a nice one. Is that one of the Nerd or Die ones?
It is one of the Nerd or Die ones, yes. This is the Crusader.
Oh.
Yes.
Windy.
Yeah, me, Windy, and Astrid all use Nerd or Die stream assets.
Yeah, I'm using one as well. I think. What was it called again? I can't remember it, but I can always remember the name of it, like the name of it based off the name of the font that came with it. It was like Road Rage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I use Crusader for VTT. Astrid uses Arcana, which is fitting.
Yeah.
Windy uses the... Oh, I don't know. I forget what Windy's is called. It's very cool, though. Let me try and see. Ah, he uses the iridescent one. Yes. Okay. Building time, for real now.
I have to admit, like... Nerd or Die is like a real godsend when you're starting out.
They are, and they're really well priced as well for the quality.
Oh yeah. Just wish that I could if I had the know-how with OBS to like give it proper justice. Like I maybe I may have gone to college to do programming, but when it comes to OBS, I'm still absolutely brainless.
Do you use regular OBS or Streamlabs?
Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Just has easier integrations.
Yeah, I have found that. I started out using regular OBS, and I didn't even stream with it. I was like, nah, I can't deal with this.
Dig into my magical bin.
Magical bin.
Yeah, I went because I used to have my paint just rattling around in a bottom drawer. But went up to IKEA the other day and got one of those little plastic bins, and it's like the perfect size for holding all my paints that don't fit on the rack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a cardboard box that I put all my paints in.
You use what you have at hand?
Yeah, I want to get a proper drawer set up, but...
Oh, that is the dream. Like, I would invest in it, I just don't have the space for it.
Yeah, I think I have the space now. I got a new desk, I think mid last year, which has really helped my room. I used to have a huge corner desk, which took up literally like a quarter of my room, like over a quarter of my room, and I was like, I can't put anything anywhere. But yeah. I've got a lot more space now, so.
Yeah, a good one then I think is have you ever watched that Australian artist Jazza?
Jazza, I think I have, yeah.
Yeah, and he has his own channel with a bunch of friends called Tabletop Time.
Yes, I have seen.
The hobby zone stuff they use, that seems to be like the kind of the new hot thing right now. It's all like modular and like magnet based, so like you can slot the different modules into each other.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have a look after the stream's finished. Okay. Half a leg. Radical.
Windham being an OBS hipster.
Yeah, he uses actual
studio.
OBS. Yeah. Like a madman. My lord.
I remember having to use it back when I was in college before programming, when I was doing film. And we could only use Studio because it was the only version at the time that had the ability to patch multiple cameras into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you could patch the cameras into a patch board and then the patch board into the computer running OBS. That is right. How do I say it? Should I just call you Yumi?
Just call him Yume.
Yume. Yes, they are Space Marines. Specifically, they are Alpha Legion Headhunters from Horus Heresy. Painting them up for a competition on another Discord server I'm in.
Yeah, Astrid's been looking at Chaos Space Marines.
Oh yeah, not a bad choice. Like, their models are really nice.
I think I told this story on the first episode, but I'll tell you again. So we went into the Warhammer store, I think about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Because are they called Games Workshop stores in Ireland, or are they?
The one we have, as far as I know, we only really have the one or two left here.
Mm.
The one I know of is still called Games Workshop. They haven't changed it over to Warhammer yet.
Yeah, so ours is just called Warhammer. So we went to our local Warhammer store, which is close to where Astrid lives. It's about like 25-minute drive for me, but so we walk in, and I was looking for an orc war boss, And I was like, okay, that's all we're coming in for, is an orc war boss. And Astrid goes up and she's looking at all the shelves, and she's looking at all the different armies, and she's like, whoa, these are so cool. And she sees the Tyranids, and she's like, oh, this is awesome. I really want Tyranids. And then we walk over to the Chaos Knights.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to, like, almost hold her back. Because I'm like, you can't buy...
The Desecrator.
Yeah. And I'm like, if you're gonna start, you can't start with Chaos Knights.
No, not even I was mad enough to start with a knight.
So I'm like, you need to be chill. We can start with Nids, or you can start with Chaos Space Marines. But you need to hold off on the on the
Either start with heretics or space bugs.
So yeah, and I walked out with nothing, and she spent like 250 Australian dollars.
What models did she get in the end for the Nids?
She got the Start Collecting box.
If I remember, that's Termagant's.
No, it has
Broodlord?
Gene Stealer's Broodlord and a Trigon.
Ooh, Trigon, that's a nice one.
Mm.
I think if I was ever to do a Nid model, I kind of want to do one of those big mad ones from Forge World.
Oh yeah.
What are they called again?
Have you seen the flying ones?
Oh, the Hive Guard?
No,
Or
no,
the
really big one.
Oh, from Forge World?
Yeah, can't remember what it's called.
Hold on, I'm pulling up Forge World right now. Xenos armies, Tyranids. The Harridan?
Yes, the Harridan.
Yeah, those are nice. So, if I was to do that, I'd probably go with... I'd like to paint the Malanthrope.
Yeah, Malanthropes look dope.
Big squid boy.
Big squid boy.
Just the price of Fortress stuff is so
Yeah,
bad.
it's just, I don't know how they justify it, honestly.
Yeah, like, because if you want to get into playing Horus Heresy, you kind of have to buy Forge World, which is the issue.
Yeah, that's
because
too
all
much.
the specialist units are on Forge World.
God.
And you could only buy them in like squads of 5.
My God.
So, like, for a rough example, I want to play Emperor's Children, right? €66 for a 5-man squad of Phoenix Terminators. And 50 for basically the Heresy equivalent of Noise Marines.
That is just ridiculous.
It is.
Luckily, Tau don't have too many Forge World models that I'm really interested in.
The only one most people want to get from Forge World when it comes to Tau is the Manta.
I want the Manta. That is, I was about to say, there's one exception, and it's the Manta.
Do you think Ashton would allow you to have a Manta?
I think, yeah, she would.
That thing would take up, like, what? 50% of the space you put it in?
Yeah, look, I'd have to buy another box to transport it in, but that's fine.
Considering it's a solid, like, 6 or 7 kilos of just resin.
Yeah, but it looks so good, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. I won't deny it looks good.
But in saying that, I do want a Gorkanaut as well.
Oh, yeah.
They look so good.
If I had the space for it, I would buy myself a Stomper.
Mm. Oops.
Just to say I built a Stomper.
Yeah, not even to paint it. I just build it and go, okay, that's enough for me.
Just build it, leave it there grey.
Yep.
Or just spray it red and just say, it's just a really fast Stomper.
It's true.
Look, if it works for the orc, it works for me.
A little orc joke that I have thrown onto my my Death Dread is, I'll try and show you on camera. Hopefully you can pick it up. The torpedoes
did you paint red on them?
No, I painted them purple because I'll never see them coming.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
See, if I had hand movements, like if I had a leap motion, I'd be doing like the meme of like tapping your finger against your head.
Thank you, Eco Arena.
Yes, thank you. And yes, it is a very nice death tread.
It's just you get nom nom nom. Love his mouth so much.
All my fancier models that I have done are all downstairs in a cabinet, so I can't really go and grab them.
That's right. Look, I have a bookshelf here in my room that I've dedicated to Warhammer.
Nice. I got lucky in Lidl's, or do you have Lidl's in Australia?
Lidl's?
Lidl's.
Lidl's.
Lidl.
I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
It's like a German, like cheap, like kind of store, like convenience store.
Oh,
but like they were selling like they sold like a cabinet for like €50.
Oh.
I was like,
I think my room, most of it's just hashtag sponsored by IKEA.
Oh, I wish I had more IKEA stuff, to be honest.
51. I swear, when building models, that's like half of the journey is trying to find the right models. Not models, right parts. No.
Yeah.
51.
I could show off the one of this squad that I've already fully finished. Let me just zoom the camera in so you can see him properly.
Looks good.
It's a bit... Just fix the focus because I do not trust autofocus on this camera.
I love the like turquoisey blue color.
Yeah, it's nice. Like my idea with them is that I'm trying to emulate the colors from the Horse Heresy novel cover for Legion.
Oh
which
yeah.
is the book all about them. Granted, not as fancy as the Alpha Legionnaire on the front of the cover, because he has like chains and shit hanging off him.
I think if there's one model, I'll go grab one more model to show you, because the rest are... Actually, I'll grab two. I'll show.
Off he goes on another adventure. Yeah.
Alright. So, I think I showed these on the show last week. But here's my commander.
Let's have a cheeky look. Oh, that is nice. That is very nice.
One of the issues I had, though, when I built this, is I put the kneecaps on back to front. So that's the back of the knee that's coming forward.
Look, he's got brittle bone disease. That's why he's in the suit.
Now, this model, it actually kind of looks cool because he's like bending all the way back to shoot.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. But it is like super back heavy. It falls over with like nothing.
They are a real menace sometimes with how the weight is distributed.
Yeah, I need to put some weights on the front just so I can keep him not falling over. So there's that one. Let me put it there. I don't think I didn't show this last week. Here's my piranha.
Oh, a piranha.
A piranha.
See, I was very tempted back at Christmas to buy the Tau Battle Force that they showed off.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of said no, and I went with Necrons instead.
Necrons are pretty cool.
Oh, they are.
So it's not quite done. There's a couple finishing touches I need to do for this model, but it's mostly done.
I do like the color scheme you're going with there, like that sort of off-white with the purple and the yellow.
I decided
Sort of
on my
a
color
royal-
scheme very early on.
Yeah, it's a very kind of royal feel to it.
That's the kind of vibe I was going for. And finally, my last one. This is the model I'm most proud of. My Commander Farsight.
Oh,
That shield took me so goddamn long to do.
oh! I forgot to refocus my camera. There we go. I forgot to refocus it.
Half the time I spent on this model was just on the shield.
Damn, that is nice. Really like how the shield turned out.
It looks dope. I love it. But I do want to repaint or redo just the other commander. I might leave it, but I want all my commanders to have the bronze finish rather than the yellow, just to have them stand out a little bit from the regular models.
Oh, it's going quite well today, Goldsmithers. Thank you. How are you doing?
Okay, keep building. Time to keep building. Yeah, we're going good, Goldsmithers. Just building, painting.
Yeah.
No clue how some of this goes together. Okay, I think that goes in like that.
I have been thinking though lately of trying to do painting of more like non-GW stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like I've been looking at like painting some of those like Nolzar's miniatures for D&D.
The Nolzar's miniatures are pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I have a few of them. Like I have the old what is it, the Goliath Barbarian set. You know when they did like the 2 model sets for like the first level and then like max level character.
I haven't seen those actually.
Yeah. Then I've done some of the Steam Forged games D&D models. Oh, you just bought a full 1,000 point Sisters Army.
God,
Oh my goodness.
Goldsmithers, does your wife know? Because that I remember what you said last week about your spending in Warhammer.
I mean, you chose a good army. I approve of Sisters.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, no.
Well, she was there when I bought them. All right, you're in the clear. Oh, thank you for following Xander Contreras.
Oh. Yeah, no, I have some of the Steam Forged minis for D&D as well. Like the Critical Role ones.
Yeah, I need to get the Critical. Do you watch Critical Role?
I do, actually. I haven't watched it in a while, though. I think I took a break for Season 2 around episode 50.
Yeah.
But I've watched, like, the entirety of the first season. And I'm thoroughly hyped for the animated series.
Oh, I am so excited for the animated series. Goldsmith says, it's okay, she got Death Guard to go with her 1,000 Sons, so he's in the clear.
Clear to see who's the heretic in that relationship.
Goldsmith says, we found a store that has discounted GW stuff. That's awesome.
Oh, that's nice. It's always good to find somewhere local and support them.
It sucks. We don't have many independent game stores, at least where I live, here in Australia.
A good chunk of them are in around, Sydney and all that, aren't
Yeah. I live in Perth, so...
Oh.
I live in the most isolated city in the world. Isolated capital city. So, none of that shit. We've got a few of the, bigger chains, in like Australian store chains.
Like Kmart and all that.
We do have Kmart. Coles, Woolworths, but our game store chains we have Games World is basically not Games World, not Games World.
That's a hell of a name though. Keep that in your back pocket for future.
Games. Good games. Good games.
So now you still have EB games in Australia.
We do. That is our main game store.
That's like that's the Australian version of GameStop, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a lot of the products that we get have GameStop on them. They haven't rebranded it for Australia, so it's just EB Games, and they have another store called Zing, which is their like pop culture store.
Oh, so yours is called Zing. See, you know what they call it over here for us?
What do they call it?
That
sorry?
brand is we call it Think Geek.
Ah, yeah, it's called Zing here.
It's always weird seeing like all these different names in different like regions.
Mm. I'm always so cautious whenever I have to glue together like leg joints.
Yeah. So you don't like put the joints in the wrong way.
I've already done that once. Oh, look, the model looks fine, but still.
Shit, I've done it more than enough times.
50.
Right, I'm gonna let the wash dry on those guys.
Oh yeah, we do have a couple of smaller stores. We have a store called Tactics, which is which is an independent game store. But honestly, that's probably one of our only ones left.
I think it's about time to show the chat the special kit that I'm going to be assembling here.
Oh, special kit reveal time.
Just after many back and forth with GW support on trying to figure out when the release date was, and I put together the Gaunts Ghosts.
They look so good.
They do. And my god, I just realised that looks so clear on my camera. It's never looked that clear in its life. My camera's never looked so clear before.
It's just that VTT good luck.
Yeah. But yes, we're gonna start putting these together and figure out if I don't mess them up. Oh, trust me, a lot of people are jealous these days. Because, like, there was the whole back and forth with GW about, is it coming out in July? Or is it coming out in the end of June? Is it coming out in October? Like, I pre-ordered them the day they went up on the site, and they said 19th of June. But then the next day they said, "Oh, 10th of October." What?
Wow.
And then I had to get onto them and say, "No, yours are coming out in June." All right, fair enough. But like, it kept changing it on the order history.
That's frustrating.
It is.
Okay, this is cool. So I've managed to glue this like leg joint in a way where the back, I don't know what to call it. This little bit, you can still move it. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Also, Windham throwing shade towards VTT. Good luck.
Watch it, Windy.
Where is my knife?
Your knife.
My surgical scalpel blade that I had to buy because it was the only thing available. I need 14 as well. Okay.
Oh no, I skipped a step. Shit.
Oh, did you skip a step?
Shit. Alright, it's fine. I can recover. I can recover. It's all good. It's all good.
Movable leggy bits.
It's fine. Oh wait, no, I'm all good. It's all good. Scared the shit out of me for a second there.
Fittingly enough, while we're sitting here and chatting and me putting these together, I'm actually listening to the first and only audio novel.
The what?
The novel for First and Only, which is the first one in the series for the Gaunts Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool story about them. Basically, they're a regiment of mostly scouts, and basically only one of their regiments actually survives their initial founding, and it's surmised, I believe, or I don't know if it's confirmed, that what happened to the other regiments is that they are actually in the possession of Trazen the Infinite in his little library of oddities.
Oh wow.
So Trazen's basically like the Warhammer equivalent of what's his name from Marvel, the Collector.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Collector from Marvel.
Goldsmith has just finished that book.
Yeah, I think I'm only coming up onto the second chapter now while I'm listening. Because I should have been listening to it before, but I got a bit caught up listening to the Horus Heresy.
I've heard the Horus Heresy books are really good.
Oh, they are.
I've got a couple. I think I have two of the Tau. Oh, two or three. Two or three of the Tau ones. The ones about Commander Farsight.
Oh yeah.
Because what a badass. Hey, entire, empire, shove it.
I was just like, what do you mean I can't fight in melee range? For screw you, we'll go off and make my own rules.
57. Ah, here it is.
Make sure I get all of the mode lines off because I want these to look perfect.
I don't worry too much about mold lines for the Tau because I think it adds to the mech kind of aesthetic.
It does for those, but for models like Guard, you really have to pay attention.
Yeah.
You would not believe the amount of messages you would get on a post if you forgot a mold line or two on say a Space Marine kit.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
If I got messages like that, I'd just do it even harder. Mold lines? Never heard of them.
Just to mess with them.
Yeah. 55.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I think I'm getting kind of an understanding of how big this model is. So this is like half of its leg next to my crisis suit.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I thought I got real what's the word? Overwhelmed with the death dread, and now I'm like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Boy, he thick. Very true, Astrid.
And I'm just at the dropping his body. No, gone. Come back.
Okay, there it is.
For a second. Get the bits out for Corbic. That sounds wrong.
Yeah, get your bits out for Corbic.
Get your bits out for Corbic.
I've made it one of my life goals to confirm as many Australian stereotypes as possible.
I'm pretty sure people like Geordies and Lewis Spears have beaten you to that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love Lewis Spears. He's so funny.
I remember watching his video on Eshays, and my god, laughed my ass off.
See, it's funny, but I actually luckily I haven't had too many encounters with Eshays in the wild. But
in the wild,
yeah,
in their natural habitat.
In their natural habitat. But I saw some in saw like a group of 10 Eshays sitting on a wall once as I was driving through a suburb not too far from me.
A group of 10, a gaggle of Eshays.
A gaggle of Eshays. That Flaming Phoenix says, I need to stop looking at the GW web store. I keep seeing the Kelemorph and want to start a GSC army.
I
forget, what does GSC stand for?
Gene Stealer Cult.
Yes.
See, there's some models there I want, not for Gene Stealer Cult, but to use as conversions for my sisters. Like, I've planned that I kind of want to get normal kit of the hybrids and mix them with the Necromunda House Cawdor models to make like custom missionaries.
That's cool.
And then get I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, the Nexus, which is like, you know, that model of like the Gene Stealer guy like standing beside a table. Yeah, to make it look like sisters have their own little militia following them around.
I imagine they would.
Oh yeah, they would.
It's funny, our group of small group of friends that do play Warhammer, we have a group chat. Which is actually, now let's say about it, I say small group of friends. It's me, Astrid, and one of our other friends who plays with us. It's called Xenos Supremacy.
Xenos Supremacy.
So we have 3 players. I think there's 5 or 6 armies total. 5 out of the 6 are Xenos.
Wow.
And then I think he has one Space Marine army, but that's just because he got one of the boxes. He got the box with the names are just escaping my brain. The Skelly Boys.
Oh, the
Necrons.
Indomitus box.
Yeah, he got the Indomitus box, and that's the only reason he has Space Marines.
Because he got it just for the Necrons.
He got it just for the Necrons. So it's a technically he has a Space Marine army. So and it's whenever I look at armies to play, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll venture into Chaos. I will never give the
just a little heresy.
A little?
Just a little heresy.
I would never give the Imperium the satisfaction of knowing I have an army of them. So it's like, I should start another army, and I'll look at Chaos and be like, maybe. And then I look at Craft Worlds, I'm like, yes.
I've been tempted to start a Dark Eldar army.
Drukhari look dope.
They do.
A lot of whips.
Like I know for a fact though, at some point I'm gonna paint that new Lilith Hesperix model. Even if I don't start the army, I'll just paint that. There's a bit that needs to go in his head. And his fringe is a separate piece.
Is it actually?
Yeah, the fringe of Corbett's hair is a separate piece, like the sister's kit.
That is amazing.
I also find it impressive that they managed to fit a full 6-man team onto a single sprue.
Wow.
With all this detail.
That's insane. Yeah, we're trying to convert Astrid's dad into playing
Oh,
Warhammer.
I bet that's a challenge.
Not really. He used to build models when he was younger, not like these kind of models, but
But he gets like trains and stuff.
I think he used to like planes and stuff.
Ooh.
And we today she was like, "Hey, just come to the Warhammer store with me." No reason. Yeah, he's saying how psyched he is about it.
That's cool.
So, which would be awesome.
Have you thought of an army that he might like?
I'm not sure, honestly. Probably not Xenos. Probably wouldn't play Xenos.
Actually, maybe Guard.
I reckon maybe Guard. I reckon he'd really enjoy that. I do actually want to buy some Guard, the tanks. I forgot what they're called.
The Lehman Russ.
Yeah, and I want to convert them into orc. I forgot what they're called. Wagons. What are they called?
Yeah, looted wagons.
Yeah, I'll convert them into that and just have a bunch of boys on top.
That would be cool.
Oh, apparently he'd love a Xenos army.
Oh. Quick, tell him about the greater good.
No, the greater good is my thing.
Greater good.
Have you heard of the greater good? The greater yeah. I heard the words communist aliens and I was in. I was like, yes, I need them.
Already had my flag ready.
Yep. Oh, I should go make order in a Tau flag and have it on a pole outside my house. Actually, yeah, he could play. I reckon I could see him playing some of the demons actually, some chaos demons.
Yeah.
Shit.
Corn.
Yeah.
Just jumping into melee the whole time.
Speaking of melee, that's actually
Yeah.
what I'm building my orcs to be basically just full melee.
Ooh. Not a bad idea.
Because obviously they're a well-known fact they're not the most reliable shooters in the world. So
Well, they could believe they are.
that's true.
Have you ever heard of the tragedy of the Lamented that got popped by a quote-unquote orc sniper? They say it was an orc sniper, but we all know it was the assassin orc putting them out of their place.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They just in the report it just said quote-unquote orc sniper.
I could see a weird boy picking up a sniper.
Well, they are pretty weird.
Yeah. Phoenix says, I was on the verge of picking Tau and then I saw a Baneblade.
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 Oh yeah. Tell me, Phoenix, what variant did you build that Baneblade as? Is it like normal Baneblade, or did you go with something like a storm sword?
But yeah, I'm tempted to, when I buy the next start collecting box for Tau, which I will at some point, I want to convert a single crisis suit and put an orc head on top.
Oh, you haven't got it yet, but you were thinking Stormlord. Yeah, no, the Stormlord's a good choice. Yes. I actually have Celestine sitting here looking at me, though slightly converted. I've actually put a Necromunda head on her.
Look at that thing.
And swapped out the sword for a chalice. trying to go an idea of like a living saint of mercy.
Keeps dropping the goddamn models. Not models, the goddamn... I don't have the most stable hands in the world. I keep dropping it.
Ah, sure. I don't either.
Why has that not gone in properly?
It's all just repetition, really.
Mm. Right, I fucked up somewhere and I don't know where.
Just bought Sisters yesterday. I finally saw the Emperor's Way. Oh, they are very interesting. Do you know about the lore of why the Sisters came to existence? Merlin?
Also,
Everybody?
me? Sorry. Yes, I am here.
Yeah, I thought for a second.
I'm so sorry. I was so focused.
Was dying.
No, this tiny little piece here just would not go in the correct way, and it's because I was putting it in the wrong way.
Right.
Sorry. Yes, please continue.
But no, it's the origin of the Sisters of Battle are very interesting.
Mm.
Basically, after an incident that they called the Reign of Blood, the Imperium went to the church and told them, you cannot have a standing army of men at arms. The church decided against this rule and found a loophole that said it was explicitly men at arms.
Yep.
So they were like, well, if we can't have men, we'll just make our army out of women.
Perfect. Perfect loophole.
Perfect. Exactly.
Okay, how is this Riptide supposed to stand? Okay, so I've got that leg outstretched. Radical. And this one is more bent. Cool. I much prefer models that let me
work
that's
around with the posing.
No, I prefer ones that have set poses. For me personally, just because I find it really hard to when I was making my crisis suits, I really struggled with. Oh shoot, that's why, because it's going backwards again. Jesus Christ. Not having the greatest time with this leg, I'm gonna be honest. That's definitely not the right way. Okay, I think I fucked up.
Have you?
Yep, I fucked it.
How so?
That little bit that was annoying me. That wasn't going in the right way, and I thought I put it in the wrong way. I actually put it in the right way originally, and now I put it in the wrong way, and I've already glued it.
Oh no.
So I'm either gonna have a really dorky looking
pose.
Yeah. Okay, there is a solution to this, which I cut off that and just pray that the ball stays in without the little... Yeah, let's do that. We're getting weird with it. but that's okay. Sometimes you have to get a little bit weird.
In the words of the great Bob Ross, there are no mistakes,
Only happy
accidents.
Yep. Our Lord and Savior Bob Ross. That's especially my train of thought when whenever I paint walks.
No mistakes, just happy accidents.
Yep, no mistakes.
Wow.
Only happy ducker.
Only happy ducker.
Okay, put that in there. Okay. I may have to super glue that eventually to make sure that the foot doesn't come off, but right now it's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've dealt with worse.
Trust me, I have to.
The amount of
You've
stuff.
worked with enough,
Oh, sorry.
You've worked with enough resin kits as I have. you learn to adapt.
Yeah, the amount of God. I just hate it as well when models don't like glue to their bases correctly. That's what frustrates me. They're just slipping and sliding around. Just like, just stay.
Like just looking over at the GWC, there are some of those like Age of Sigmar models that I definitely want because they're technically holdovers from old fantasy.
Ah.
Like the great swords for the Cities of Sigmar. They're basically just Empire great swords. Like when you buy them, they're still on the square bases.
That'd be cool to have. Part of history. Almost.
Yeah. That's why I'm waiting for the old world to come out so I can do a Kislev army and just have a bunch of shirtless Russian men riding into battle on bears.
Oh, yes.
Just see them just like run over the hills. All you hear is like drunk yelling and bear roars.
I'm such a dumbass, my lord. Alright, that should be fine. I like started to glue this little panel onto a leg. I was like, huh, it's going on a bit funny. Wrong leg. Okay. That's 2 legs. I've done 2 legs. We're looking good. Everything is fine.
Who do I build next? I can do Try Again Bragg or Elam Ran. I think I'll build Ran.
Okay, now I'm doing... Now, another thing I quite like about pretty much all of the mech suit models for Tau, is they all have this little, like, cod piece. All of them, pretty much all of them have a cod piece, and it's so funny. Like, you're in a mech suit. Why do you need a cod piece? Like, come on, guys. Like, it's not that big.
Apparently the rules for these Gaunts Ghosts models are quite strong. Like, hold on, let me just pull out the little mini data sheet that's in the book here. So, individually, so they all have 6-inch movement, McCall and Gaunt have a two up weapon skill,
Mm.
and the others have a 3 up. Same with ballistic. All of them have 3 strength except for Bragg, who has 4. Oh wait, Bragg has 5 up ballistic skill.
Oh.
I think that's just because he's the one with the big auto cannon.
Yeah, well, to land that many shots, you'd need it, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Special rules. Here we go. First and only. This unit can only be included in Astra Militarum detachments or auxiliary support detachments.
Mm.
If this unit is selected as your warlord, then Commissar Gund is the warlord. If he has a warlord trait, it must be inspiring leader. So you can't even change your warlord tree.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
But you trade that off for all the other abilities that the rest of them have.
Well, that's true.
So during deployment, when you set them up, they could be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches away from the enemy deployment zone.
Straight away?
Yep.
Wow.
So they could be anywhere on the map as long as it's 9 inches away from the enemy's deployment zone. They cannot issue orders to other Astra Militarum units as they are considered a separate unit, or, well, regimental standard system. And they can't take benefits of other commissar orders.
Hmm.
Gaunt himself, each time he takes a morale test, if it contains Gaunt, that test is automatically passed. So as long as he's still alive in the squad, you will instantly pass morale tests for that unit.
Pretty useful.
Corbeck, if he's still around, when a unit uses a core stratagem or an Astra Militarum stratagem, if it costs that one costs 1 fewer to use to a minimum of 0 CP. So you can have 3 stratagems as long as Corbeck is up.
That's insane.
Yeah. What else is there? Note that the CP cost is only reduced by 1 for that use of the stratagem. Any further uses are at the normal cost, so it's a once-off,
Okay.
cheap use, which is still good.
That's still really good. Also, Yume, thank you for subbing. It didn't play the sub sound. I don't know when you've done it. It's not showing up in the log. Should be able to. Yeah, it's not showing up in the feed. Weird.
Weird.
I should be able to play it again. No. Won't let me because it's not showing up on the feed, so I can't replay it.
That is weird.
Oh, thank you, Windy. New sub. Woo!
Ah, nice one, Wendy.
Oh, scheiße. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, absolute huge cod piece.
But no, that's a good point though from Phoenix about Bragg's rule. It is literally the reason why he has the nickname Try Again. If he fires with his auto cannon, right? Actually, let me pull it up and read it properly. So, does not suffer the penalty to hit rolls incurred for moving and firing a heavy weapon in the same turn. In addition, in the shooting phase, each time a unit he has resolved an attack, if no hits were scored by him, this model can shoot again immediately.
Wow.
So if he misses his shots, he gets to shoot again.
That's insane.
But the fact that like he doesn't have the penalty for moving and shooting.
That's a Tau thing.
It's also a sisters thing.
Oh, gosh.
And strangely enough, a Primaris thing as well. A
See,
lot of factions have it somehow.
To me, I find that annoying because it's just like Tau are good at one thing, but they're happy to give away that one thing they're good at to literally anybody else.
It's like the thing that they were supposed to be like when they were first brought in. Their focus was merely on like gun lines, like long range gun lines. Then they just like, I don't think GW knew what they wanted to do with the Tau.
I feel like they still don't.
No. Plus, also, if they stick to being a gunline faction, like they're really not going to work well in 9th edition.
No, they're not. It's fine. We'll just wait till 10th. Oh, we've got functional legs.
Oh!
That's exciting. That's always the most stressful part for me, is the legs. Yeah, Windy says, can't risk losing a founder's badge here. Not on this channel. Gotta have it.
No wonder that's not working. I'm using the wrong body.
Might be helpful.
No wonder it wasn't working. I was using the wrong torso.
So, one annoying thing, actually, about most of my army is that half of it's done in, or about 3/4 of it's done in contrast. And then the other half is done in, or the other bit is done in layer, with layers and bases. But
yeah,
I've picked up some of the purple contrast paints, and they look awesome. Like, I'm really glad I bought them. But that means the newer models that I paint are going to look quite different to the old ones. Which is fine.
Right.
But it's going to lose a little bit of consistency, which is a bit annoying. But
I mean, you could just say that they're newer generation.
That's true. Have you finished drawing yet? Not quite. Let you chill out for a while. The legs always stress me out. This is gonna be a big model though. Holy god.
Oh yeah.
Like the legs are alone. Oh, let me put them in front of the camera properly. The legs alone are taller than my crisis suit. Can't really show it here. Let me show it.
Good lord.
Like, look at that.
That's insane.
Like, even lore-wise, crisis suits are pretty big, like mech suits.
Yeah.
And this... Oh boy. What's next? Alright, it is getting a bit late now, so we might look at... we're wrapping up soonish.
Sure thing.
Just because I gotta get to work tomorrow. I don't want to, but... Yeah, we were in a mini lockdown last week, so I didn't have to go into work, but that has killed my sleep schedule. Me and Astrid were staying up till like 4 in the morning.
God.
And now it's just like, oh, I have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, which is... Like, I went to bed at 4 last night. Not because of choice, but I couldn't get to sleep. And now I'm like, am I going to get 2 hours of sleep tonight? Because my body won't go to bed. Possibly.
Damn.
I'm going to glue it to the base now. That's what it says on the thing. Okay. Now, question from a more experienced builder than me. Do you glue it with the plastic glue? The regular Citadel plastic glue?
Depends. Are you talking like onto the base?
Yes,
or
onto
just...
the base.
really depends on the size of the model. If it's something as big as, say, the Riptide, the super glue might be a better choice, but I'm not 100% sure. I normally, like with plastic models, I usually just use plastic glue because then you're basically fusing it to the base.
Yeah.
Super glue is fine if you're planning to someday take it off that base and put it on a new one.
Yeah.
But if you're planning to keep it on that base, plastic glue is probably your best bet.
Alright. Well,
but
I think
it takes a little longer to set than
Yeah.
super glue.
I think it might be a bit easier than the other ones. Because with some of the other models, like you should be able to see on this one, like when you have to hold it down and then it leaves all the marks and doesn't glue quite right. That's what frustrates me about the plastic glue. But this one is actually the legs are actually on correctly, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, no, you should be fine.
Okay. What I might do is I might glue it down with the plastic glue, and then once that's finished, I'll just double make sure it's fine with super glue as well. Just to make sure. I do not want this guy coming up. Come on. Come on.
Giving you hassle.
Yeah, the glue just doesn't want to come out.
Is it like one of those like kind of narrow nozzle types?
Yeah, it's the narrow.
Like the little needle.
Yeah. Okay, now it's coming out.
When I use super glue, I go for something like this, like army painter stuff, because it's got like the wide nozzle.
Oh, this is the plastic glue model.
Yeah.
With the I'll show you in a second. I was gonna go grab it and show you, but I'm already balls deep with the plastic glue on this one.
So I just read the points cost here on the build manual, right? For the full 6-man, it is 135 points.
What? And they get all that stuff?
Yeah.
That's really good value.
They are strong.
Okay. I think one of the next skills I need to work on is basing. It's not really something I've done yet.
Yeah. If you're going with like purely a GW system, right? Stuff like a Grelin Earth and Grelin Badland are probably your best ones to go with. But me personally, I have found a lot better use using stuff like... Actually, I'll just show you something that's hilarious. This is the tub of just play sand.
Oh, really?
Like, that you would put in, like, you know, those, like, seashell, like, play...
Yeah, I know exactly the ones you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. So what I did is, got a 10-kilo bag for €2.
Oh.
And you just dry it out in the sun for a day or two, and it is super fine. It's actually the same sand I've used on the Alpha Legion, and it's turned out really well.
Wow, it looks really good.
Yeah. Before that, I was using this stuff, War World Scenics, like rubble dust. Well, it's slowly running out.
At the moment, I'm just Like, this is the one I've done for the... I'm just doing a very basic... I'm just painting around the edge. Just so it's technically based. Just needs to be painted.
Yeah.
But... yeah. Next skill.
There's little tips and tricks you can do as well for certain types of bases. One I learned from watching Duncan, actually, like on his own website and stuff, like when you open up the Painting Academy. Keep your sprues, and you could chop and carve them off into little bricks.
Oh, that's cool.
To make them look like little bits of ruined building and whatnot.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Whereas I've used, for example, on, say, this Necron here, these larger sections of rock are actually orange construction foam.
Haha! Fun.
Yeah, so you just build them, carve them out with your knife, and then cover them in a primer before you spray it, so that it keeps its shape. I think, I think I cut you off there saying something, sorry.
No, it's fine. I've completely lost my train of thought. I cannot remember.
Yeah, no, that big orc boy is looking quite menacing. You may.
Very proud of him. I just wish he could actually, like with his mouth, I could actually chop with the arm. That'd be fun.
Chop.
Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, I do need to do a little bit more work on this guy. Not quite. A little bit too much grey. Needs a little bit more. A little bit more work. But he's good.
I mean, with orcs, you don't need to follow any set rules.
Oh,
no.
no.
You can go wild as you want with orcs.
Oh, I just realised. If I could fit it onto the same base.
Yeah.
Do you reckon... if I bought a commander, which I think is the same base as, the Death Dreads.
Well, yeah.
If I built...
Have the Death Dread stepping on the commander?
No, I was thinking of putting an orc head onto the Tau commander. And then replacing...
The orc has, stolen the suit.
Yeah, and then replace all the weapons with orc weapons.
That is genius.
I need to do that now. I actually need...
Yeah. And then you could just play it as a mech boy.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
Oh, that'd be insane.
Because I've got so many, Tau models lying around. May as well use them.
Yeah.
I need to do that. That's so much fun. That's what I love about orcs, is because there's such a, it's kind of expected that you kind of, I forget the word, fuck around with the models and make them interesting and weird and use weird bits and pieces wherever you find them.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of it's the part about the hobby I love the most, but it also makes me sad now with the way that they've changed their rules for tournaments.
Yeah.
It's not even allowing head swaps at tournaments is kind of sad.
Yeah. I was watching a video about 3D printing and stuff, and I kind of you may would like to see a nice display of everyone's armies. I might post it on Twitter when I get a chance. I don't have a huge army. I think I've got about 1,000 points of Tau.
It's oh god, what army of mine do you want? You gotta take your pick. I've got a couple.
I think what I'm kind of planning to do with this Riptide is I'm going to paint it in the regular color scheme that I have. And with the next one, I'm going to paint it in the same colors, just I'll paint it in the alternative, like the other way around, like the inverted colors.
Sounds nice.
So rather than them looking the same,
Yeah.
they'll be a little bit different. Oh, I actually need to check. I usually play indoor beach volleyball on a Tuesday. But I don't know whether it's running tomorrow because we've just come out of a mini lockdown. So I'm not sure whether it'll still be open or not. I need to check that after stream finishes.
Indoor beach volleyball, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I love it. So, I'm not quite good enough to play regular volleyball, so indoor beach is a lot more forgiving. So, falling onto sand is a lot easier than falling onto, wood.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good fun. Indoor beach volleyball, yeah. 2-on-2. It is in the Olympics. I play 6-on-6 indoor beach.
Oh, 6-on-6 must get wild.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. I actually play with a bunch of people in their late 40s and 50s. So, yeah, I don't know how I ended up in that group. It's kind of.
You just did?
Yeah, so I used to play with a bunch of people from high school. They were in the year below me, year younger, but we all love volleyball, and so we're like, oh, let's play indoor beach volleyball. So we go play for a while, and then 2 of the players break up, and there's issues with the other ones. So out of the 6 we started with, there's only 2 left. It's me and this other girl, and she's like, hey, I know another team that play. Do you want me to? They're looking for 2 players. Do you want to join? I was like, sure. Like, that's a lot less work than finding 4 new players. So we join this team. Eventually, she leaves. So I'm in this group of late 40s, early 50s people who I don't know personally. I know them now because I play with them, but yeah, it's kind of a weird position of me ending up in that team. It was a weird time.
I used to play sports when I was younger, but I just kind of grew out of it. So I used to play what we have here in Ireland called Gaelic football.
Ah, yes, I've heard of Gaelic football because it's compared a lot of the time to our football, Australian football.
I played the GA, as we called it. I wrecked my knee one year. It was only a temporary thing, but to be honest, the mindset just kind of left me at that point.
It's a shame when that happens.
Yeah.
No clue how that. Oh, okay, that goes there. Cool. What position do I play? Depends. Indoor beach is a lot more loosey-goosey, so you kind of play every position. You rotate. Setting isn't really a thing in indoor beach, or at least where we play. It's too difficult. There's extra rules when it comes to setting, which is frustrating. So you just don't end up doing it a lot of the time. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish the body. When do I attach that to the? Do I do that whole? Okay, I do the whole body first, and then I attach it.
I don't know if it's just my dark humor, but every time, like when I hear you go, like something like, "Where's that supposed to go?" I'm like thinking, oh, that's not supposed to go there. like a really dark kind of surgery is just like, hold on, that part's not supposed to go there.
Ah, you're a Libero. Unsurprising. I imagine you're super dexterous. No. Nope. Nope, that went on wrong. Nope, did it? Nope, yes. Yes, that's correct. I'm just a dumbass. There we are. God, this is such a fun model.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. I have to admit, the kit for these guys is pretty nice as well. That's my pin voice. Where did I put my pin voice?
I'm actually really excited to see Astrid's painted models.
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to see those. I want to see her nids.
Because I think, well, she might be tossing up some new paint styles. We watched, you might have seen ads for it, the new, like, Amazon movie, The Tomorrow War, or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I need to watch that.
It's actually quite good. We watched it, yesterday, I think. And she watched it, and they have, basically Tyranids in the movie. They look basically like Tyranids. And the color, is really interested. The color of their, like, aliens is really, really cool. And it kind of changed her mind about, like, oh, maybe I should think about the color of my Tyranids before I paint them again. Because I think she was going for a more, like, the main carapace bits are, like, brown. And the underparts are, like, this red. It's a really awesome color scheme. But I think seeing this movie kind of changed her mind a little bit.
Yeah, you may.
But
It's also a weird quirk of mine, but both of your guys' hands match your voices.
Thank you.
Really? I never noticed that about my hands.
Yeah, I have relatively dainty hands. I like my hands. I have the lily white hands of a man who's never worked a real day of work in his life. Just Warhammer for these hands. Oh, cool. I can put in, but without there's no glue in there, right? Yes, there's no glue. Oh, okay, that's kind of rad. I'll try and tilt it up so you can see it. So this is some of the body. I am so excited to paint this model.
Yeah.
So, I think probably what I'm going to do with it is I may as well dunk it in. I just get a whole pot of Apothecary White, just dunk it in, let it dry, and then paint the rest.
Madman.
I'll just buy like a whole bunch of pots. I'll just buy like 15 pots of Apothecary White, empty them all in. I'll build a whole bunch of these and dunk them all in at once.
Jeez, that's insane.
Hey, it'd get everywhere relatively evenly.
It would, but that's just so much money.
Well, if you put a lid on it, it wouldn't dry out, right? You have it like in a
airtight thing.
Yeah. What is? Okay. Yeah, what could go wrong with that idea? I don't see anything going wrong with that idea.
Be like me and accidentally spill a pot of like Black Templar.
I don't have it down here. I spilled, you know, the bronze. I forget what the bronze is called.
Is it the contrast one?
No, the layer one.
Sycorax bronze.
Yeah, spilled half a pot of that. I've also spilt half a pot of Apothecary White.
Jeez.
Yeah, the Apothecary White, that was the one that hurt the most, because the bronze, because it was so thick, I only spilled a little bit. It was like a tiny little pot. The Apothecary White, because it's a contrast, went fucking everywhere. That was not fun. 5 out of 10. Alright, 11:52. I think I'm gonna stop building there.
Okay.
We can wrap up for the evening. Thank you very much for joining me, Murray. Really appreciate it.
No problem. It was a real joy being here.
Well, maybe you can join me again at some point if you're
definitely, yeah.
free around this
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully next time we can figure out a way to not have an upside down camera.
time. Well, relatively minor issues, really, at the end of the day.
True, yeah. Oh, but no, thank you for bringing me along, and thank you all for dropping by and chilling with us.
Yeah. Please go follow. God, getting my word. Go follow. Jesus, I almost said it again. Go follow Mari at Mari the Ganger at Twitch. Yep. And at Twitter, it's different, I believe.
Yeah. Hold on, I can post the Twitter.
Feel free to post it in the chat.
So here is my Twitter, and then I can.
I need to get a big screen, like a big stream graphic that just
pops that up.
Yeah, pops it up.
And then here is my Twitch.
Amazing. The VOD for this should be up probably tomorrow-ish. I don't know. It'll be up at some point. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Hey.
Yeah, and we'll be back, I believe, on this channel. On Thursday, we will have the other side, with Usabeni Yume. And I don't think we've discussed with which player will be going on, but we'll chat about that later. And of course, as always, on Saturday will be Irivian Nights, our D&D show. So we'll have our full squad for a grand total of 1 session before we have people having to go away again. But that's fine. Guy with the beard. Oh yeah, I could do a slight beard reveal. Actually, I can do it through the shadow. Wait, I wonder.
Thanks for painting Mary and the guy with the beard. The guy with the beard.
I'm wondering if, without actually showing my face, I'm wondering if I can do an actual, like, with the shadow. I'm wondering if I can do a beard reveal.
Oh, beard reveal. Don't make promises you can't keep.
Doesn't seem to be... Oh, you can kind of see it. Oh. Nah, you can't really see it. It's fine. Maybe one day you guys will get a beard reveal. It's funny, because with some other people, like Astrid's model looks nothing like she does in real life, but my model basically just looks like me. Astrid did an amazing job of just replicating my actual face in a V-Road model. So a face reveal for me would not really change too much. Just imagine this on an actual person. That's me.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for watching, and we'll be back Thursday and Saturday. Big thanks to Murray. Thanks for joining us. Woo! I need to add a clapping like sound effect as well. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.